Good morning. How are you? We're getting ready to start Lesson 7, Day 2. Lesson 7, Day 2, this is the new, what we're going to be doing for the next couple of weeks. We started it yesterday, and today you are going to need to have 4 quarters. You're going to need to have 4 of these little babies. Now I'm just going to tell you really quickly before we get going on to the quarters that the front of the quarters have George Washington on the front. But the back of the quarters are all very different now. In fact, I couldn't even tell you what's going to show up on the back of all of the quarters that you might see. There are statehood quarters, and there are quarters that have to do with other significant American, like for example, this one I believe is, it's kind of hard to read. This one is, it's something about the Everglades, I believe. And there's Virginia right there, which is a state. And I know I have a Utah one in here someplace. I'm just looking at the backs of all these quarters. You're going to see that every one of them is a little bit different. So you need to pay attention to, as I said yesterday, the size of the quarter. Let's see. Every one of those is a little bit different. On the back, could have sworn I had a Utah one. I'm going to keep digging through here for just a second. There's one for Fort McHenry. The old quarters used to always have an eagle on the back, which you will still see an eagle quite often. Wow, I thought I had a Utah one. Let me keep looking. Oh, there's another quarter that has an eagle on the back, another eagle. Lots of eagles. Oh, here it is. This is the one I was looking for. Okay, some of my quarters are a little bit, so every one of your quarters is going to have something different on the back, either commemorating a state, all 50 states, or commemorating some other important, like for example, this one has Frederick Douglass on the back. He was a very famous inventor. And here we have the Utah State quarter that has, well, actually, this is not the Utah State quarter, but it is commemorating Arches National Park. So the Utah State one, I thought I had one, but I just recognized Rainbow Bridge, or Delicate Arch there, sorry, wrong one. And so the backs of quarters could all be very, very different. I have a bunch of quarters here, but you're only going to need to have 4 of them. What did I say? Yeah, you need to have 4 quarters. So I'm going to turn these 4 quarters over for just a minute, and we're going to do a quick little pre-lesson because we are going to be talking about quarters today. Quarters have a value of 25 cents. And my friends, I'm going to tell you that you're going to need to be able to count by 25s. When you're counting pennies, you're counting by ones. When you're counting nickels, you're counting by 5s. And when you're counting dimes, you're counting by 10s. But when you're counting quarters, you're going to count by 25. So there is a sequence of number counting that you're going to need to get in your head. And we're going to talk about that right now. So 1 quarter is 25. If I went up 1 more quarter, I would be skip counting by 25 to 50. From 50 up 25 would be 75, and up 25 more would be 100. Now, remember yesterday that I told you 100 pennies or 100 cents has the same value as $1. So we're going to count that again. 25, 50, 75, $1. 25, 50, 75, $1. 25, 50, 75, $1. 25, 50, 75, $1. You need to be practicing that with your 4 quarters, remembering that each quarter has a value of 25 cents. So when you count, you're going to count by 25s. 25, 50, 75, $1. 25, 50, 75, $1. Okay, so you need to be practicing counting with quarters, if you wouldn't mind. Now, let's go through the assignment that you're going to be doing today. You are going to, how can you find the total value of a group of coins? Well, we're going to start that right here on the first page. You're going to sort the coins. I've got 2 nickels, 3 dimes, and 4 pennies. And then you need to draw the coins. You'll remember yesterday that I told you that when you sort coins, you need to put them in value order. So the one that has the most value would always come first. In this case, you have to think, are nickels have a greater value than dimes or pennies? If so, they would come first. If dimes have the biggest value, dimes would come first, and so on. So you're thinking about which one of these coins has the greatest value, and you would start by drawing those coins, and then of course I need to know what the value is. So you're going to sort these coins and tell me what the value is. The value of these coins is, and then I need to know what the total value is right there in your word answer. So you've got 2 nickels, 3 dimes, and 4 pennies. 3 nickels, 2 dimes, and 4 pennies. What is the total value of those coins? Okay, let's go ahead and turn the page. Let's see here. Turning the page over, we are going to, this is what I just talked to you about. The value of a quarter. A quarter has a value of 25 cents. And learning how to count by that is going to be very important to you. All right, so we have a quarter. And remember, the backs of quarters could have any number of pictures on the back. There's so many, I can't even remember how many there are. But this first one, this one is how you look at the quarter with the cent sign. That's what a quarter looks like with the cent sign. All right, so you're going to count by 25s. Remember me telling you just a minute ago that you're going to have to count by 25s in order to be able to get the total number. Then you're going to have to count by 10s, and then you're going to have to count by 1s. Always remember to put the value of the coin at the top. So a value of a quarter is 25, and this quarter is 25. A value of a dime is 10. A value of a dime is 10. A penny is 1, and a penny is 1. So that when you start counting, it's easy for you to be able to keep track of that counting. We're going to do this one together. So from 25 up 25 puts me at 50. So 25, 50. Now I'm going to go up by 10. From 50 up 10 to 60. From 60 up 10 to 70. From 70 up 1 to 71. Up 1 more to 72. So you would count that. 25, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72. 25, 50, because of the 2 quarters, up a dime, 60, up a dime, 70, up a penny, 71, up another penny, 72, giving you a total value of 72 cents. So you are going to complete the rest of these exercises where you're going to find the total value. They already have these listed for you in value order with the largest coin coming first. Please remember that you need to use the cent sign. You're going to be using the cent sign, starting with a quarter. Oh, here's Florida's quarter on the back. And we have Virginia here and an eagle on the rest of those coins. So I'm going to remind you to always write the total or the value of the coin up above so that it's easy to do the skip counting. Okay, then you're going to move on to the next page, which is continuing the same with the same process. Make sure that you show your counting down below, and you should separate that counting with a comma so that we don't get mixed up about what you are trying to do. Then you have a word problem. Ed's coin has the same value as 5 pennies and 4 nickels. What is his coin? So you have 5 pennies and 4 nickels. You can draw a picture of that out and be able to tell what his coin is. And I would draw that one out. Okay, let's go on to the next page, which is word problems. So you are going to read the clue. So these are like little riddles. Read the clue and choose the name of the coin from the answer box to answer the question. So you've got your answer box over here. A nickel, a dime, a quarter, and a penny. I have the same value. I have the same value as 5 pennies. What coin would that be? So you've got those 4 to do. And then you also have another word problem about Tom, who gives these coins to his brother. Circle the value of the coin to complete the sentence. Tom gives either 25 cents, 65 cents, or 80 cents to his brother. You're going to need to show the counting. Make sure you put the value of each coin at the top, and I want to see your counting down at the bottom. If you just circle an answer, I will just mark it wrong, because that's not how we do it. We have to show our work on everything that we do. Now, this page is going to be your exit ticket, so you are not going to do this page until after you have finished the second page after this one. This one is your exit ticket, and you should not do the exit ticket until you have completed all of the other pages and you have checked it with me. So you are not going to be doing the exit ticket until after you have done this page, and that will pretty much be the format for the next bit. Okay, so this one you need to do before you do the exit ticket. Do this page before the exit ticket, before the exit ticket. That's pretty much going to be the format for the next couple of weeks as we do money and time. Alrighty, so again, you're going to find the total value of these coins. Make sure you write the value at the top and show the counting at the bottom. Okay, then you have some review that you need to do. We're going to be talking about circling the odd number. Now, that's something we haven't spent a lot of time talking about, but I will tell you that 8, 4, 17, and 22, of those four numbers, one of those will be an odd number. And just very quickly, I am going to tell you that even numbers end with 2, a 4, a 6, or an 8. If you are an even number, you're going to end with a 2, a 4, a 6, or an 8. If you are an odd number, you are going to end with 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. And I just made a little boo-boo up here. I need to fix this. If you're an even number, you are going to end with 0. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm an even number. Great. There's a little rhyme for you to think about. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm an even number. Great. Or 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I'm an odd number all the time. That's my little rhyme for you. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I'm an odd number all the time. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm an even number. Great. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I'm an odd number all the time. And with that, you should be able to figure out which one of these numbers is an odd number. It will always end with one of these 10 numbers, either a 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, or a 9. Any single digit ending with, or any number that ends with a 0, a 2, a 4, a 6, or an 8 is going to be even. Any number that ends with a 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 is going to be odd. I hope you can figure that out with that explanation, and I think the rest of these will be pretty easy for you to be able to do. Please remember to use cubes when you're doing number 4. There is 382 chairs in the music hall, so I've got 382 chairs. Write a number that is greater than 382. So you're looking for a number that is greater or is larger, and there are lots of good possible answers for that. All right, and then on number 5, you're going to write 61 using word form. So 61 using word form, and when you get finished with all of that, you're going to pause the video. Well, actually, you're going to pause the video, work those problems. Please feel free to use the coins that we have asked you to gather to help you with your counting. If you need to, you should have now all of the coins. You should have pennies, nickels, dimes, and now quarters. And today we're introducing quarters. So as soon as you get finished with that, then you are going to watch the video again, and I will go through the answers with you. Alrighty, don't do the exit ticket yet. You're going to do it after you correct your work. Okay, with that, pause the video. Are you back? All right, let's take a look at the answers. So you are going to have to put 2 nickels, 3 dimes, and 4 pennies into value order because dimes have the greatest value. I drew my dimes first. There were 3 of them. Notice that when I am drawing my coins, I'm putting the value inside the coin, and I'm thinking about the relative size of each if I can remember to do that. So I have got 3 dimes, I have 2 nickels, and 4 pennies. My dimes are coming first because they have the greatest value, followed by my nickels, and then shortly followed by the pennies. And I probably should have made my pennies a little bit bigger because they are a little bit bigger than the dime. But I don't know why I didn't, but I just didn't. But I can see the value inside. So I'm going to start my counting, starting with 10, up 10 to 20, up another 10 to 30. This time I'm only going up by a nickel, which is 5. So from 30 to 35, up another nickel to 40, up a penny to 41, up another penny to 42, up another penny to 43, and up another penny to 44. So the value of these coins is, I hope you wrote 44 cents. And if you did, congratulations, you did a great job on that first problem. Okay, let's go ahead and come on over to our next problem. Here we have our 2 quarters. So we started with a value of 25, and I'm writing my value on the top of each of those coins. So from 25 up 1 quarter puts me to 50. So my total value of these coins is 50 cents, and I'm hoping that you're remembering to put your cent sign at the end of the number. Cent signs come at the end of a number, and if you can't remember that, you're always welcome to go and look at your vocabulary cards, which will again explain where the cent sign needs to be. Okay, let's look at problem number 2. Problem number 2, we had 3 quarters with a value of 25, 25, 25, a dime with a value of 10, and a penny with a value of 1. So I'm going to start counting. Remember that I'm putting these in order from the greatest coin to the least coin as far as value is concerned, but they have already done that for you. So 25, up another 25 is 50, up another 25 is 75, up 10, so I go from 75 up to 85, and up 1 more to 86, with my total value being 86 cents. 25, 50, 75, 85, and 86. Be very careful as you're skip counting. Now let's move down to our last problem here on this page. We've got 2 quarters, a nickel, and 2 pennies. 25, 25, 5, 1, and 1. Please remember to write your values at the top of the coins, otherwise it's very easy to get mixed up. So 1 quarter is 25. Going up another quarter puts me up at 50, so 25, 50. This time I'm only going up by 5, so from 50 up 5 is 55, from 55 up 1 is 56, and from 56 up 1 is 57. Okay, congratulations to you if you are doing a great job and getting all of your counting correct. If you are not, you are welcome to go back and fix that and make sure that you get your answers correct. And it would also be a good idea to take the coins that I have asked you to gather and do a little bit of counting besides what we're doing here on the sheet. All right, so now let's take a look at this one. This was the counting pattern that we just talked about not too long ago. And hang on just one tiny minute.